Well, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to Life Matters today. It's a privilege and an honor to have on Dr. Charles Johnson. He is the senior pastor of Virtue Church in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's just an honor to have him on with me here in the studio talking about his new book, C.O.D.E, Cup of Daily Encouragement. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you so much, Rosyln, for inviting me to your podcast.
Why did you write C.O.D.E?
The preponderance of society knows who Jesus is. There are a lot of people who are believers, but what we have now is a large amount of people who are defined as the unchurched church. We talk about church hurt. People have been hurt. People have problems with religion. And so in order to restore our church as it relates to the essence of it and it as an organism, we have to be able to go into places and become encouragers to those who need encouragement, to make sure that they don't stay afflicted by the organizational aspect of church, because church is not just an organization, it's an organism. One of the things I want all Christians to understand is that the total thing, and you brought this up about code and all the things that this book, it talks about every day. And you said this in the last segment. Our responsibility is to become. We always talk about what we want to do. We always talk about what we want to be. The issue is what do we want, who do we want to become? The Bible says, and he says, and now you have become, now are we the sons of God. We're always trying to become something. You talked about growing. One of the things we've removed in our church is the phrase, I'm going through something. We don't say that. We say we're growing through something. Because if I'm growing through it, it won't fit again.
You know, this book is awesome. It really is. It's a great read. It's a practical book. You know, it's a short read, but it's something that you can definitely eat daily. And then you even saw it fit to allow people to be able to write their thoughts, their responses to what they wrote. And that's incredible. That's good because you're able to read it, digest it, pray about it, and then wait for God to send you a message of how this is applicable to your life.
Right.
So I like that.
And you know, one of the key reasons for that is a lot of times we take something that someone has given us and we go out and what we do is we copy it. One of the things is I don't want people, when I wrote the book, I didn't want people to take a manufactured approach to this, that they would go out and just speak it as I wrote it. I wanted them to be able to manifest what they got out of it in other places and even at other times, because that's the first volume of many volumes that they can pull off the shelf and see how they were at that time. And it becomes their own perspective of how God wanted to use them at that time with that people. And so it's a fluid thing. It flows. Yeah. Because the person changes. The person is not the same every day. And so I really wanted to make sure that people had a chance to put themselves in it and then carry the thought God gave me forward, that it would grow. Not just spread, but that it would grow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for
Dr.
inviting me.
Johnson.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for inviting me.